Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jemima. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance, by the way, because I'm sure I'm filming this video on the last week of 2023. By the way, I need to put this out there that anybody who asks a personal question, my relationship, my husband, my children, my siblings, my parents, I'm going to skip your questions. I put it out in plain words that you're free to ask any question outside my personal life. If I skipped your question, just know that you asked a personal question and I refused to answer it. In no particular order, this first person is asking, I'm a 300 level medical student preparing for MB coming sometime next year. Please, I need your advice on how you started preparing for your MB while still juggling the 300 level curriculum work. That's a very nice question. That's a very brilliant question. Well, I did not start preparing for MB while juggling with 300 level curriculum work. I finished my 300 level before I started preparing for MB. Although this may not be ideal in some schools that they move into MB like a week or so after 300 level in-course exam, but for my school they gave us about a month after our 300 level in-course to prepare for MB, so I had all the time in the world. I did not start my preparation during 300 levels. I don't know what tip I can give to you because it's very crazy. 300 level was my craziest year in pre-clinicals, and I can't even imagine preparing for 300 level and combining it with preparation for MB. If your school is going to give you break, please just close preparation for MB for now and focus on your 300 level exams. Prepare for that one and finish writing first before you start MB preparation. But all depending on how things work in your school. I have a whole playlist for 300 level medical students. If you've not seen it, I'll put the link up for you. Please go see these videos. They are definitely going to help you. Now, this next person said, you have made some complaints about your school, Funai. Could you throw more light on what the issue really is? I know someone who wants to apply next year. Well, I'm still trying to film a lot of videos concerning what's happening in my school right now. It's not something I'm ready to push out yet, considering the fact that the problem is still on and it may end up in a legal battle. So I don't want to come up here and say anything that would jeopardize things for myself, for students of my school, and for my school as a whole. So when everything is settled, I am definitely going to come out here to talk about what rather happened in my school. But in a nutshell, if you know someone who wants to apply next year, tell that person to pack his or her slippers and run for his or her life. Except, of course, the person doesn't mind spending 10 years in medical school. Or, of course, except the person has the millions of naira to pump into a federal medical school. That's all I'm going to say about this issue. Now, this next person is saying, can someone who has failed all her courses except practicals still pass her second MB exams? Yes, you can still pass your professional MB exams if you failed all your courses except practical. Now, when you say failure, what's score? What's your CUMS, your cumulative? What's your CA score? You know, CA score is usually over 30. What is it? If you have anything less than 10 over 30, believe me, it's going to be very difficult for you to pass. That's not to say it is impossible. But in my set, there was nobody that had less than 10 over 30 in continuous assessment that passed that course. You can be the exception. You need to put in extra work. You need to get a mentor. For those who do not know, I mentor preclinical students. Although it's not for free, just send me an email or send me a DM on Instagram to know everything you stand to gain by being my mentee and how much is involved. But you need a mentor, you need somebody to guide you on how to prepare effectively to be able to pass this exam, because you will need a very tight strategy. If not, guy, it will be very difficult for you to pass. But if your failure is 40, that's nothing. You still make it. But the most important thing is your continuous assessment. This person said, hi, how does one handle coming from a poor background and focusing enough at school to have good grades? Wow, this is very hard. Okay, the person said it's really hard because you constantly rack your brain on how to make ends meet and gather money for school fees when one should focus in academics. Honestly speaking, it's a very difficult situation to find yourself in. And I know in my first degree, I didn't really experience all of this. I was still very young. My parents were still very much involved in my schooling, so I didn't have to worry about money. But at my age, now in my second degree, I'm on my own, my parents are not taking care of all those things, I'm struggling by myself. So I can really understand you. It's very difficult when you're studying and then you have to budget the money that's entering your hand for feeding, transport, and all these other things. It's hard. But if you're in this kind of a situation, I'm going to tell you to stay strong. You can do things to make money. If you can do buying and selling, or if you can do this drop shipping where there's someone who is selling, you showcase that person's goods to your customers, to people around to buy, then you make your own gain, send that person his money, the person ships it down to you. Although it will be difficult combining this with medical school, don't compare yourself to your classmates whose parents are taking care of everything for themselves. The little time that you have, focus on studying the right materials. Since you have ample time to study, get the right material, your lecturer material, your lecture slides, or just any material at all that will give you the exact details that will help you to pass and pass well in exam. Well, it will be difficult for you to aim for a distinction. It will be very difficult, I must say, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't work towards it. It's better you work towards 70, at least that way you will fall above 50 than to aim for 50 and fall below 50. So I really wish you all the best. It's not going to be easy, but just try and dip your legs into things that will help you have multiple streams of income. Now this next person is asking, how can I streak all distinctions, especially in pharmacology? Pharmacology is biochemistry pro max. I think pharmacology is biochemistry plus physiology pro max. Honestly, I can't really give you any tip on hitting pharmacology because I've not written my MBA in pharmacology yet. So I am not in the right place to give you any tip on getting distinction in pharmacology. But pharmacology, utilize YouTube. In fact, this is one thing that helped me so much. If there's any question you don't understand in pharmacology, use YouTube. YouTube will help you so much. Stay attentive in class, attend your class and be attentive. Then your course outline should be at your fingertips. I think once you have all of this, then do all your assignments, prepare very well for your test. You do very well, but this is just me scratching the surface. By the time I am done with my pharmacology main professional MBA, of course, I'm going to come back and tell you guys what helped me and my regrets. Now this next person said, hi, I really admire you and how you're able to go through medical school without feeling like an imposter. Wow, what makes you think that I'm not feeling like an imposter? In fact, I mentioned it in that video where I was sponsored to Port Harcourt for a conference. I'm going to put a short clip of that video.
Flashback.
I'm feeling kind of out of place, honestly. Since this trip, I've been feeling like as if I don't belong. I've been feeling like as if I'm an imposter. Like, guys, these are professors, these are consultants, these are female medical doctors that are doing so well in their field. And I'm just me. So I've been feeling very tiny, but I'm trying so hard to work on myself. We'll see how it goes. Don't think I don't feel like an imposter, please. That's not true. Okay, especially as there are younger people in the same class as you. How are you able to do that? I had a 5-year delay and I am 21, about to start 200 level. Okay, if this is what you're talking about, I understand. I do feel it too. Don't think I don't feel that way. I relate with my classmates, smile with them. In fact, I have friends in my class, but I constantly feel that age barrier. I'm agitated because of my age. 30 is staring at me. And I'm still in medical school. Of course, I still feel like I don't belong. Even till date, I still feel like I am a third wheel in my class. So that feeling is going to come. And when it comes, just give yourself peace. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's journey is different. Don't compare yourself to them. Just know that this is your own path and this is how it's meant to be. Make do of the situation you found yourself. Just try to find people with like minds and be friends with them. Don't say because they are older than you, you won't communicate with them. I talk with everybody in my class. I don't put that seniority gap. Because I have a video for mature medical students. I'll put the link up for you. Don't bring unnecessary insults for yourself. Once I communicate with anybody in my class and I find out that that person is probably going to bring insult on my head, I don't like insult. I like my respect. And so if I find out that communicating with this person will get me insulted, it will make me lose my respect, I stay away from that person and just keep it at hi, hello, good morning, please can you help me with this, please can you help me with that. I don't joke unnecessarily with my classmates. So it's not going to be easy, but believe me, you walk over it. With that said, if there's anything I've forgotten to add, I'm going to add it. Sorry, this video is very long. There are so many questions to answer. See you next week. I remain your girl, Jemima. Bye.